Oh shit, this November no shave shit got me looking real rough. Anyway, y'all know I got this SS here. But right now my Polo SS is experiencing a little bit of a problem. So I gotta park them for a season because I gotta do something with the valve tray. Got a little valve tick. I know I got a low oil pressure, so I don't want to drive him. So for now, he's just gonna sit here, get a rest over the winter, and I went out and got something else. The banner probably shows what it is, but this is my new to me 2008 Cadillac STS. I got it with 72,000 miles on it. Again, it's a 2008, and it only has 72K on it. So I couldn't pass it up. As you can see, typical wear from just the driver getting in and out. I've had it for about 35, 40 days now. And when I got him, it only had one problem. Well, it had two problems. It was missing all the engine covers and the strut tire bar. Because some of these come with them, some of them don't. And it had a leak right there on the thermostat housing. Whoever put the thermostat in, they decided, hey, let's not put the gasket back in there. So they put it together metal on metal, and it leaked like hell. And it had a dead battery, so I went on ahead and changed the battery. Put the engine covers back. I'm actually gonna put a strut bar on this and see what happens. Because they say, oh, don't put the strut bar, it's not made for your car. Da-da-da-da. Bullshit. I'm putting the strut bar in there, and I don't care what they say. I just tried to order the part from gmparts.com, and they sent me an email telling me it don't fit. Dude, am I sure I still want it? Damn right I still want it. Oh, another thing. It's got a 2008 tail light and a 2005 tail light. You can tell the difference. This one is much brighter red than this one, but I like this color better, so I'm taking that one off and getting another one just like that. The license plate is gone. These is gonna get replaced. Bumper got a few little scuffs in it, you know, can't be perfect. I didn't pay too high a price for them. V8 North Star badge. You probably already know. First thing I did is I went and got them pipes cut off, cause can't have no V8 being muffled. 4-inch double wall tips. Oh yeah. And I went and got, of course, 22-inch dub baller put on there. 245, 30, 22. Atlas tires for now because I was being cheap. This car has the Bose setup. Got subwoofers in there. Center channel. Tweeters in the side. Surround sound in the headrest. Excuse the truck, y'all. That's either an 8 or a 10, I'm not sure, but that's a subwoofer in the rear deck. Of course, more surround. Speakers in the back doors. And then you also have speakers in the window on the back too. Something like 18 speakers in here. 300 watts. This is a factual 2008. I do not have the magnetic ride, which is a bonus. The magnetic ride goes out. And on the 2008 car, you don't want to have high-tech stuff like that. So at first I was bummed out that I didn't have a magnetic ride. then I thought about it. I said, man, that magnetic ride, 12, 13 years old. I'll probably be trying to replace that crap right away. So I'm glad I ain't got to deal with that. Oh, let's crank him up. See if I can do it with the door open. Start for me. Said, no, I gotta close the door, bro. Finicky car. WD-40 there, huh? Just close the hood. Start, bro. Car be in the asshole. Instantaneously. The car's still not warm yet, but the slippery parts of the belt are starting to get a little more grip now that it's running. Now the crazy thing about this car is that I looked at it for like a month. I looked at this car. Pristine condition, right? The owner of the car company who had the car let his wife drive it. And in that period of time, she managed to do all this. So, the dope thing is she gave me something for content, you know what I mean? Because I'm about to fix all of that. So for this car to only have 70K on it, you know, it deserves it. It deserves to be rebuilt, you know? Okay, so anyway, again, I don't got magnetic ride. That's just an old system in this car that is bound to go out. I don't have a sunroof. That I'm kind of bummed about. I would have much rather this car had a sunroof. You know, if it's in the sun, when it's sunny out like today, you know, you can tip the roof open and stun a little bit, you know, let a little light in. But that's okay. I realized what happened with this car is it was bought with the FE4 suspension. For y'all that don't know, GM, they got 4 different suspension types. There might be more than that, but I know up to 4. FE1, FE2, FE3, and FE4. And not all cars can have all 4. Some cars can't get certain ones, but this car is equipped with the FE4 suspension. 3. So it is really rigid, really solid sway bars, really stiff springs, and whoever bought this car was probably going for performance, because when you take out a sunroof, you add rigidity to the body. When you take out T-tops, you add rigidity to the body. So I'm guessing whoever bought this car was thinking, hey man, I'm gonna drive the crap out of this thing. And then they got rid of it for some reason, I don't know why. But they lost my game. This car is freaking gorgeous. I wanted one for so long. And this is a piece of Cadillac history. Where am I at now? 74,000. Of course, I got 22s on, so the tire monitor tripping. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about that. Probably put some tire monitors back in there. So the SS gonna be on pause for a minute while I mess around with this STS. Y'all know it's winter time, but I'm gonna still be out here trying to do a few things. But boy, is this doggone car clean, y'all. I mean, it is clean. Well, it's dirty right now because I ain't really. Look at the passenger side. You can see how the scrapes be happening. People dragging their feet over it instead of picking their feet up and shit. motherfuckers. Excuse my language. It's fucking lazy. But this car is dope. They need a few things still since I bought it. But the first thing I did was I took the oil out. I took out the coolant, switched all that up. Brand new stuff. Mobile One. I sound like shit. I've been sick for a couple days. But I still feel the need sometimes to get out here, especially when the sun come out and dry this damn car. Navigation on deck. It still works. It's old, so it don't got all the new stuff, but it got most of it. Telescopic wheel. Wood grain on there. This one does have the bumps on the back. Oh man, I don't know if I can get that in there, y'all. The back of the wheel is bumpy, so you can lock your fingers into it. I don't know, man. Just something about Cadillacs. I had a 740i, and that thing was the stuff, man. I love that car. I'm trying to stop cussing y'all. That car was legit. And the motor blew up on me. The timing guides went out. I was real sad, right? I said, man, I had a rear-wheel drive V8 car. You know what I mean? Excuse the way I'm looking. I'm looking at a hot-ass mess. But I had a rear-wheel drive car with a V8, and it flew. You know, despite it saying, oh, 280 whatever horsepower, that car flew, man. It flew. It was an M Sport, so it had different. It had a different gear set in the back that made it feel a little quicker than the average 740i. It just felt faster. When that thing blew up, I thought that was it for me, man. I was like, sheesh. All right, never gonna find another one of these. And getting a 540i is hard. That's not gonna blow up, you know, same engine, same issues. And here we are like 10, 12 years later, finally, I figured it out. Cadillac STS. This car was pretty much made to compete with those guys. And I tell you, if you ain't never driven one of these, and you sleeping on the North Star gang, you're like, oh man, North Star, who off the BAM, you know, in the early 2000s, it was crap. Yeah, they was putting them short head studs in there. They don't do that no more. 2008, 2005 and up, they put the long head bolts back in the motors. If I'm not mistaken, 2005 and up. So the first STS with the 4.6 North Star in it got the revised head bolts. So if you buy STS 4.6, you ain't got to really worry about nothing. Just keep the transmission good, keep the oil in the engine, and you be fine. Like, you know, yeah, GM went through a phase. They went through some crap. Like, I got a GM car back there. You see the SS in the mirror. And that transmission went out on me already. I had to replace that joint. You know, I had to replace it $4 grand. Just to keep that car alive, I had to pay $4,000. Car ain't even worth $4,000. But I wanted to keep it alive, so I paid it. It's my hobby, you know. I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to cars, you know. And they went through their problems, but they better now, you know what I mean? And I'm real glad. I actually count myself lucky that I found this STS, because it drives and handles just like my BMW did, except for it's got a lot less miles on it, so it feels better. It feels better. 320 horsepower. It's real punchy. It's got plenty of torque. This thing goes, man. It ain't an STS V, but hell. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get off of there. I had a coughing fit startup thing. Cold starting to get to me. But anyway, what I was saying was the STS V8 model may not be a STS V with a supercharger, but it's still a really good car that goes really fast if you ask it to. It is comparable, in my opinion, to the 550i that I drove. Test drove a 550, and it didn't feel very much faster than my STS that I have now. The 550 had 101,000 miles on it, and I know BMWs are slightly less reliable than the Cadillac STS, so I decided to go with the STS over the BMW, even though the BMW probably would have got me more more street visibility, more flash, more bling, but I don't really care about that. What I wanted was a rear-wheel drive V8 car that got up to speed good enough for me, slowed down good enough for me, and could haul my kids. I got 2 sons, car seat in the back. I got to be able to haul people around, and so that's why I bought this STS. Anybody out there that wants to buy STS, I'm gonna tell you right now. A couple things you need to look into before you do that is make sure that you find one that's past 2008. Now, the 2005 ones through 2007s, those are still pretty good cars, but I always try to wait for the second version of anything that I buy because they usually work out most of the kinks by then. So yeah, if you find a 2008 through 2010 with the V8, I don't think 2011 get V8s. I think they stuck to the V6 that year. Then you'll probably be all right. Just get you a 2008 plus. That way you get the updated interior. I think the steering wheel in the new one looks a little bit better. The 2008 plus steering wheel looks a little bit better. And a lot more of the kinks have been worked out by that time. But anyway, y'all, I think this is where I'm going to end it at. There is plenty more to come with the STS, and there's plenty more to come with the Impala, which is what's on the screen now. That's when I did my brakes on the Impala. I figured I'd show y'all something to look at besides my ugly mug, looking up my nostrils and seeing my boogers and crap. But plenty more to come on both of these cars. Oh, there's my 525 I used to roll in. Haha. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all take care. Peace out.